what I'm going to show you folks here and over there, wherever you may be, is a little technique. Yep, because you're going to need a little technique. I can tell already. Now you already know you can just play the tune. Just like that, and it'd be fine. You're sitting on your back porch, you got your cup of coffee, and it's wonderful, and that's cool. But you know, after a while, what I discovered is that starts to sound empty. And if you could do anything to make it sound more full, well then it sounds more full. Feel free to quote me. And full's better, mo better. So what can you do? Well, one thing, there's these little things called hammer-ons and pull-offs. Now, everybody knows those, right? Hammer-on, that's where you only hit it once with your pick, but you get at least 2 notes. You could do like that. That's a hammer-on and a pull-off. It'll take a little work because when you start and you hammer on sometimes it's like that, and you don't get that second note which you're wanting, so you have to hit it. But at first, till you can figure out just how hard to hit it, you don't have to put a lot of effort. And pull-offs. That's that. Now, everybody knows that. You can find that anywhere. Joe Bob down at your corner store could show you that. Now, what I'm going to show you is a little thing I didn't realize I was doing. A friend showed me. He says, this is what you're doing. Apparently, what I'm doing sometimes is I'll hammer and do that. But while I'm doing that hammer on, I'm hitting another note. That was after it. Hear that note? Some of that is happening while I'm hammering on. And you can do that, especially it's an open note. You don't have to fret it. This hand just carries on. And that, what I'm calling a drone note, because it keeps coming along. Song, let me play the song once for you. I'll slow it down. Called Fishing Creek Blues. So that's just one place where you can do that hammer on pull off deal while you're hitting another string at the same time and amaze your friends. It's a marvel. Find other places where you can do it. It just makes it sound a little more full instead of and the trick ending. So there's a little something. I kind of like that. Speaking of drone notes, there's this song called Sally Gooden. Goes like this. It's a fiddle tune, but it's kind of adds more depth or makes it sound a little full, more full, a little bit. If you get this D note ringing with it, it's an open note. You don't have to do nothing. Hit 2 strings instead of 1, like that. So not only did I have that D string ringing, then I decided to have this ringing along with the D string. So it's like a partial strum. And I'm muting the 5th string because I didn't want it. And there you are. Something for you to mess with at the house, goof off with, play around with, see what you come up with. I find it to be kind of fun. It's what I like to do. Sit around, think about ways, how can I make this sound better, you know, without actually having to make it sound better. Without actually having to work at it. You know, who wants to work at it? Don't want to practice, want to play. I like to play. And that's how I play. I sit around the house and try to come up with ways that sounds full to me, because the guitar after a while can start to sound empty. You can play it as perfectly as you possibly can. Which is all right. There's nothing wrong with that, and I bet a bunch of y'all would like to do that. And that's cool. But once you can, and once you have, for decades, it gets a little empty. And so you look for ways to make it sound better to your ear, because you're the one that's got to hear it all the time, right? You hear it more than anybody else. Well, maybe your wife, maybe your girlfriend hears it a lot if you're in the same room. But, you know, if you could make it more pleasing, maybe she'll not complain about it so much. And maybe you can enjoy it more, you know, your own self. And that's what it's all about. So eat beans in every meal. It's David Grier, over and out.